A bright light now shining on mental health. Cambridge Biotherapies has many treatment offerings and is now opening a new location in Amherst. Joining us today to discuss that and more is Dr. Daniel Brenner, the founder and medical director of Cambridge Biotherapies. Doctor, welcome. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So your clinic provides several new and effective treatments for depression and anxiety. Can you talk about those treatments?
Sure. We provide both ketamine and TMS treatments. These are new, extremely effective treatments for depression and anxiety. Ketamine is a medication that has been around for many years, actually used for other purposes, and was more or less by accident discovered to be the most effective and fastest acting antidepressant that we've ever discovered. It can eliminate feelings of thoughts about suicide, feelings of shame, depression, sometimes in a matter of a day or two.
Wow.
And it does this because it works in a completely different way from the traditional antidepressants like Prozac. It is more an inhibitor of negative experiences, not a booster of other experiences. In effect, it eliminates depression in the end because of the way it works. TMS is a different form of treatment that uses magnetic pulses to wake up the part of our brain that is too quiet when we're depressed and quiet down the part of our brain that is overactive when we're anxious. Different approaches, both extremely effective, and can be used also for things like PTSD and obsessive compulsive disorder and even some eating disorders.
Maybe you can expand a little bit on how effective the treatments can really be and what you've observed so far.
These are a new league of efficacy from what we've traditionally had in mental health. Regular antidepressants, the kinds that, we're all familiar with, like Prozac and Zoloft and Lexapro, those really work about 37% of the time. Ketamine works on average 75 to 80% of the time. That means that 80% of the people have a significant reduction in their depression after a few days or 2 weeks. TMS, when it's done in a particular way, in an accelerated way, can be 90% effective, which is really the most effective treatment that has ever been devised. I think on average those are the research numbers. In real life, I think more like 80% of the time, but really, really effective.
Okay, and if someone that's watching at home, how can they get in touch with Cambridge Biotherapies to learn more?
Well, we have a website. It's cambridgeBiotherapies.com or cbio.health. And we would be delighted to speak with anybody about these treatments, or we consult with people in general about their overall mental health care. You can send us an email on the website. There's a way to reach out to us.
All right, sounds great. Well, doctor, never heard of it before, but I have now. Thank you for educating us and sharing us with that information. We appreciate the time.
My pleasure.
Take care.